survey posted in Psychology Today wanted to find out why people fantasize about sex. So, Michael, do you have these fantasies or what?
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.
Well, that turned out to be true. Tough times for the creepy porn lawyer. He may now be familiar with handcuffs, but it seems like only yesterday that he was making near daily appearances over on CNN to hear that network's chief eunuch flatter him as presidential material.
Looking ahead to 2020, one reason why I'm taking you seriously as a contender is because of your presence on cable news.
I've got 20 years of experience at a very high level as an attorney. I understand how governmental regulations are passed, how laws are passed, how the Supreme Court works. I have an extreme depth of knowledge.
Oh, it's also 2018. And of course, we can still remember, like it was yesterday, when over on MSNBC they gushed about the creepy porn lawyer as a dynamo of political, physical, and, dare we say it, sexual energy.
He's a beast.
He's a beast, and he keeps popping Donald Trump and all of his folks in the mouth. John Meacham says he may be the savior of the republic.
I owe Michael Avenatti an apology. For the last couple of weeks, I've been saying, enough already, Michael. I've seen you everywhere. What do you have left to say? I was wrong, brother.
These people, you couldn't make it up. Times have changed a lot for CPL. He's no longer haunting your television screen or lurking in the space underneath your bed. Instead, he's haunting a jail cell. While attending a disbarment meeting that could force him to drop the term lawyer from his name, CPL was arrested by federal agents who say he continued to break the law even after his first arrest last March. For details on this, we go, as we always do, to Chief Breaking News correspondent Trace Gallagher. Hey, Trace.
Hey, Tucker, you talk about a tangled web. While he was at the hearing before the California Bar Association accused of scamming his clients out of millions of dollars, Stormy Daniels' former attorney was arrested by IRS agents who accused him of violating his bail by laundering money and committing wire fraud. Turns out Stormy's former lawyer recently got $1 million settlement from a former client, but instead of using the money to pay one of his ex-wives some of the $2.5 million he owes her, or paying part of the $8 million he owes to a litany of other creditors, Stormy's former attorney rented a luxury apartment in Los Angeles, bought a Mercedes, hired a chauffeur, and took a series of lavish vacations. The IRS says he was able to hide the money from creditors by shifting it through multiple bank accounts and using cashier's checks made out to himself to spend it. Aside from laundering money, prosecutors point out he also has an Italian passport and could have hidden assets in Europe. Today, they asked a judge to revoke his bail, and the judge agreed. Watch.
The judge in this case today made findings that he posed an economic danger, that there were no terms of release that would ensure that he didn't continue to engage in this conduct.
So he's in a California jail right now, but will likely be transferred soon to a New York jail, where he's being tried sometime in the next few weeks for allegedly extorting Nike out of $20 million. Tucker.
Trace Gallagher, thank you. Well, we should note that we're in Los Angeles this week. We're mere minutes from where CPL is spending his time. We've obviously criticized him quite a bit on the show, but it's a news program. We'd like to hear his side of the case. We put in a request just hours ago to visit him for a jailhouse interview in Santa Ana, where he's being held indefinitely. We hope that comes through. And if it does, of course, we'll bring it to you here.